The heart of your teams. The heart of Atlanta. Valley Sports South and Valley Sports Southeast. The heart of the fan.
World Champion Atlanta Braves Baseball is presented by Truist. Once again, we join you from beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Game 2 of a big Eastern Division clash. The Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies here at Citizens Bank Park. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Let's see if the Braves can even up the series at a game apiece. Chip Carey, Brian Jordan, Peter Moylan. Here we go. It's Game 2. A great pitching matchup. Always good to see Spencer Strider on the mound, fellas. He makes his first second-half start, and Peter his first career start against the Phillies tonight.
I'm really looking forward to what Spencer does after that extended break. I think he can really benefit from that, and I would have had 2 side sessions to work out what was going wrong with that breaking ball last time out. Look at these two guys. 4-3 records for Spencer, 6-7 for Nola. Look at the ERAs there. Look at the opponent average, BJ. That's the kind of thing that's going to keep the hitters at bay for most of the night tonight. 2 pitchers with excellent control. Our landmark pitcher comparison tonight, Brian, and so every pitcher wants offensive support. That's one thing the Braves have gotten in bunches with Austin Riley, who is as hot as anybody in baseball right now.
Wow, he's one of the best players in the game right now. He's so comfortable at the plate, getting it done. I don't care if you throw him a fastball, off speed. He is barreling every ball up, and that's what I love about him. He can spray it all over the field. But guys, he's leading the National League in extra base hits with 54. Look at those numbers in the 17-game hit streak, 435. The OPS is way up. But I just love what he's showing so much leadership on the field right now beyond just hitting. And his defense has been spectacular. To me, he's the front runner for the MVP.
He's been so good. His great work is almost indescribably good. And that feature presented by our friends at Zaxby's. It's Game 2. Big crowd on hand in Philadelphia. The Braves and Phillies resume hostilities. Kelly Kroll will join us as well as we get you set for Game 2. Braves and Phillies from Citizens Bank Park is coming up next.
By Landmark Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi. Unbeatable internet. Only from Xfinity. And by Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park. Game 2 between the Braves and Phillies coming your way. And maybe the third time will be the charm for Brian Snitker, as he has been eyeing win number 500 of his career the last couple games. And he said, you know, that is just something he never could have dreamed of, much less ever saw coming. In fact, he went as far as to say when he got recycled again in 13, he put the idea of managing in the big leagues out of his mind entirely, thinking if it was going to happen, it would have already. So he said, I just feel so blessed to be in this position with this organization, now talking as a world champion, a guy who's managed an all-star team and 500 wins. Guys, he says he has to pinch himself sometimes. It's so hard to believe. And I know the group of men in the dugout, they know exactly what is on the line for their manager, and they'd love to get it done here tonight.
And Kelly, that's a great report. They'd like to win this game against Aaron Nola, who's as tough as they come in the National League. And who better to get the game started than Ronald Acuna Jr. leading off the Toyota starting lineup. Braves have the number 1 and number 2 extra base hits men in their lineup back-to-back. That's Austin Riley and Matt Olson. Robinson Cano gets the start at second base, and they're running into Aaron Nola, who, despite a losing record, Peter, is one of the game's best.
He sure is. There's no secrets between Aaron and us either. Look at the record there, 6-7, but he's much better than that, as you said. He likes to elevate that 4-seam fastball, big curveball. Funny thing, he backdoors his sinker, though, instead of throwing it into the inside part for a right-handed hitter. And then he'll throw that changeup as well, obviously.
So as Nola wraps up his warm-up tosses, Brian, what are your 4 keys for the Braves to even the series?
Well, for Spencer Strider, bounce-back game for him. You know, just go out there, command that fastball, and be brilliant. I mean, we've seen that in him. But his last couple of starts, not so good. So I just hope he come back with that positive attitude and mow these guys away, get ahead. And then offensively, I think you got to be aggressive against Nola, because he's gonna give you that pitch early to hit. It's going to be sinking in, so cheat in and take advantage of it, because late with the curveball, he paints on the outside corner. Change your approach to right center field today, guys.
Most of the home runs Nola has given up have come on his home mound. His ERA at home is over 4. So perhaps the right time and the right place for the Braves to beat Aaron Nola for the first time this season. Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to lead off, guys. I know you were watching batting practice with me. Ronald was putting on a fireworks show.
Yeah, it looked like he made some adjustments with his hands. And I know, Peter, you told me it looked like he was dropping his bat a little too quick. Now it looked like in BP, he's not dropping that. He's dropping it just a little bit, not as much as before. He's been a tick off. Hopefully he can bounce back, and he's figured it out.
The encouraging thing for me is that he bounced one ball off the top of the batter's eye in straightaway center field and hit about 3 or 4 into the bullpen in right center. So good approach there.
So Acuna enters play today with a 3-game hitting streak and a .264 batting average. And Aaron Nola gets things started with a called strike. 79 degrees. Delightful weather in Philadelphia. The heat and humidity has passed by. A much more comfortable night. One thing you know about Nola, to beat him, you're going to have to hit him. He does not walk people. Aaron Nola has walked 16. He has struck out 137 this year.
And he's so good because he has such good command. Those first 2 pitches outside, on the corner, down in the zone. That's the way you start a game.
Right off the end of the bat, a little cue shot, indecision, but Nola got to the bag just ahead of Acuna. As Rhys Hoskins was unsure, that almost cost the Phillies, who had some defensive adventures last night, but there's out number 1.
You see the Arsenal in full effect there. A couple of fastballs, as you said, BJ, absolutely dotted on the outside corner, and then he spotted the curveball just as well for a perfect 0-2 pitch.
And you notice everything's away, so you got to change your approach. You got to be looking to go that way.
Dansby Swanson is your hitter. Dansby was 0 for 4 last night. The Braves shortstop enters play with a .290 average, and he's hit 15 home runs. There's a shot hit to left field. Dansby got a mistake, and Schwarber over quickly. Swanson, big turnaround first, will slam on the brakes. And Dansby's first hit of the series, a clean single into left field.
Jump on him early. That's what you got to do. He got to pitch up the curveball. And Dansby stayed on this pitch. Breaking down across the middle of the plate.
I got to hand it to Schwarber a little bit there by doing. He did a great job getting across to that ball pretty quick. Dansby's not slow. Picked it up, got it back in quick, and held Dansby to a single. I know he was thinking 2 right out of the box.
So Matt Olson is the hitter. Matt has 53 extra base hits this year. 35 of them are doubles. Something else that I was talking with Brian Snitker about this morning before the game. It's been a couple of days since the Braves have hit a home run. This would be a good time to snap that little streak.
Also, Nola's not known to being terribly quick to the plate, so watch for the guys to be really aggressive.
Towering fly ball to center. Matt Vierling will have a beat on that. So Olson swings early in the count, flies out, and 2 men are down. That will bring up Austin Riley. 2 more hits for Riley. Austin had a couple of doubles and scored what was at the time the go-ahead run for the Braves in the 6th inning. And as you heard in our opening comments, Austin Riley with a 17-game hitting streak, the longest for a Brave since Freddie Freeman's 18-gamer 2 years ago.
And Austin looks so comfortable at the plate. Allowing the ball to get deep, trusting his hands, and he's not missing any pitches.
The numbers say he's really comfortable. But for those of us who've never stood in a batter's box, what does that feel like?
It feels, you're so relaxed and you're seeing the ball so well. I was telling you the other day, it looks like a grapefruit right now to Austin Riley. That's how comfortable he is.
Well, his second double was an absolute missile to left that banged into the metal fencing above the outfield wall. It's fortunate the ball didn't go through. It was hit so hard. And as you see, Aaron Nola is a man that he sees very well. The pitch.
I spoke to Austin last night before we got on the elevator, and this is how much I know about hitting, but I said, so is this the kind of guy that you're going to sit curveball with? And he just looked at me with that look on his face and he said, no, you cannot get off the heater with him.
Yeah.
As good as the curveball is, you've still got to stay on that heater.
All strikes for Nola so far in the game. Fly ball well hit. At 374, that ball is off the top of the wall. Dansby will score. Riley with a double, and the Braves with 2 outs strike first.
Just amazing. Stay on the fastball, react to the curveball. That's exactly what Austin did there. Man, he is playing pepper with the wall these last couple of days.
And that was a bad location, that one. That was the first time that he'd left over the middle. So great job by Austin picking that pitch. He's also hasn't thrown a ball yet. So they're going up there being aggressive. 7 for 7 with strikes. And he's thrown a lot of fastballs too.
And that's what you have to do against Nolan. You cannot allow him to fall behind. You can't fall behind against Nolan. He will eat you up late in the count.
So Austin Riley with 16 RBIs during an 18-game hitting streak now. And here's another Brave that likes the first pitch. Travis d'Arnaud, the Braves catcher. He took that one downstairs. So they heard your Ford Keys getting after it early in the count, and it pays a first inning dividend. Spencer Strider has a 1-0 lead thanks to Riley's 64th run batted in.
Came back with 2 sinkers in a row.
.39 RBIs for d'Arnaud. 3 career hits against Nola. 2 of them are homers. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a nice play by Eric Young, the Braves' first base coach. He'll make a friend in the stands with that souvenir. It's 1-2.
Ooh, I still got some hands down there at first base.
Well, you notice he gave ground.
He sure did.
He was backing up just to make sure he got a friendly hop. The 1-2 pitch.
This is when Nola is so dangerous, when you got 2 strikes on you.
The Braves, though, over the last 7 weeks have been awesome with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Riley provided more evidence of that with his 2-out double. And a shot just fouled at first.
That's the perfect way to hit him. Perfect way to hit him. Go the other way. You can see d'Arnaud trying to get down that right field line.
Almost looked like a protection swing, like he was looking off speed and protecting against the fastball maybe.
Hoskins is way off the line with Riley getting a good lead at second base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chopper hit toward third. Bohm has it, throws on the run, and that will retire the side. Darno thought Hoskins' foot came off the bag. Let's see if the Braves take a look at this. First things first, Austin Riley extends his hitting streak. It's 18 games and counting. An RBI double gives the Braves a 1-0 lead. Rob Thompson, who took over for Joe Girardi 6-7 weeks ago, but the Braves have touched his club for a first-inning run. The Phillies are 50-46 on the year and enter play 7 games behind the Braves in third place in the East. Derek Hall is their designated hitter on their Toyota starting lineup. You might recall that young slugger made his major league debut against the Braves in an earlier series up in Philadelphia. But tonight, guys, they run into somebody bringing the heat. Spencer Strider has the ball in game 2.
I'm excited to see what Spencer does in the second half. The extended break, I think, is going to do him a world of good, allow him to reset, recharge, work on a couple of the off-speed pitches that he didn't have the last couple of starts, and really dial in that fastball top of the zone, get back to what makes him as good as it gets in the game.
Spencer hasn't pitched in 9 days. That came against the Washington Nationals, you recall, before the All-Star break. 4 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs. What was so frustrating in that game was a lot of soft contact again against Spencer, and the Phillies had a handful of those kinds of hits here last night against Max Fried. But it's power versus power here to start the bottom of the first inning with Kyle Schwarber digging in. And he swings the first one and pops it up. Harris broke back, but now has it in range. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That tells me everything you need to know about how good Spencer Strider's fastball is. Schwarber had an idea to go up and ambush first pitch fastball. He got a fastball basically middle, and he jammed himself and popped it up.
Great start for Strider. We were talking about his lack of command against Washington, falling behind, allowing hitters to get into that hitter's count. And they still weren't hitting them hard, but you can't fall behind. If he can stay ahead of the hitters today, it should be a good day for Strider.
This is Rhys Hoskins, who's greeted with 96 miles an hour. Strider has pitched 74 2/3 innings this year, guys, with an astounding 114 strikeouts. Crazy numbers. And he has Hoskins set up 0-2. There's strikeout number 1, 2 outs here in the first inning.
I like that. He just stayed fastball, fastball, fastball. Hit me if you can. Great location there. Looks like that was sinking in on his hands. That's unhittable.
Especially when you go up there looking for that fastball to be elevated, and then he can miss a spot but still crossfire and get so much action going down.
And when he gets to 2 strikes, the at-bat's usually over. He's only given up 7 2-strike hits all year. So here's Real Muto. JT had an RBI last night. He has been swinging a hot bat of late for the Phillies. Real Muto, an Iron Man behind the plate. He has caught more innings than any other major league catcher.
And that's a tough position to play every single day, guys. I can't even imagine how my knees would feel. Give a lot of credit to those catchers.
JT chokes up. Strider paints at 98.
Travis and all the catchers talk about that's one of the reasons why they like having the knee down, is that allows them to save their knees a little bit across the course of a season.
Back our way. And into the seats for Spencer Strider, who's making his 11th start of the season tonight.
Mixed in that slider for the first time.
You'd want to throw a little bit a better one this time.
No swing.
Better action on that one.
Yep.
Though. See that?
And he kept it down in the zone too.
Two balls, two strikes. Inning is over. JT Realmuto eliminated on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 1-0 Braves lead. Ryan earlier mentioned the Braves need to get after Aaron Nola early in the count. Here's why. Our Chick-fil-A game nugget.
Oh, I'm so used to seeing our guys go up there and ambush pitchers, and there you go. The numbers show it. Slugging percentage 698. Leading the league in almost every category. Go up there looking for that first fastball right down the middle. Don't miss it.
So the Braves swung at 9 of 13 Aaron Nola pitches in the first. They've got 2 hits and the game's first run. So a good start here as we move to the second in Philadelphia. Eddie Rosario, Marcell Ozuna, and Robinson Cano are coming up.
I like to see this man get comfortable. Coming back from eye surgery. Kind of starting to round into shape. So tick off of the fastball. Looks like he's finally caught up with it though.
Playing in left field tonight too.
Rosario got an at-bat late in the game last night and flied out to center. Another left-handed bat against the right-hand pitching Aaron Nola.
Yeah, baby, Nola's trying to change his strategy. First inning, he saw the hitters being very aggressive. Now he's trying to get guys to chase early. Good patience by Eddie Rosario.
That floats in for a strike, says Rob Drake. He's the home plate umpire tonight in game 2. Phillies won last night 6-4, a hugely important series for them. They're trying to creep into the wild card picture. Currently the Phillies on the outside looking in. They have the 4th best record among the non-divisional leading teams in the National League. There's the curve.
Again, makes him so tough.
Oh my.
3-1 backdoor curveball. Perfect location on the outside corner.
So Nola back to a full count. And he came back to get Rosario. Big sweeping breaking ball. And that's his first strikeout.
That just shows you how good Nola is. 3-0, it doesn't matter. Throws him a sinker, then a curveball, and then comes back with a slider down and in.
So 1 out, bases empty for Marcell Ozuna. Marcell had a good night last night. A 3-hit game. First one of those for Ozuna since April the 12th. And he's had lots of success against Aaron Nola. In fact, this whole lineup for the Braves has done good work. 13 home runs career-wise by the starting 9 for the Braves head-to-head with Aaron Nola. Looking for the first one here in game 2 tonight.
Ozuna playing left field for the first time since July 8th last night. I think you said that, Chip. I like him out there. Got 3 hits.
1 ball, 1 strike. With a right-hander on the mound and a right-hand dominant hitting lineup, Snit wants Ozuna's bat out there, obviously. but a chance to get Eddie Rosario, a left-handed hitter, into the game too. So that's how they line up here against Aaron Nola. And Ozuna goes into protect mode. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's kind of like Strider's fastball. You know it's coming, and it's still incredibly hard to hit.
Looks like he has a really good one going tonight too. He was able to throw that one for a strike against Eddie, and then this one a 2-strike curveball bouncing. Just so hard to lay off.
So the bases are empty for Robinson Cano. Cano too got a 9th inning at bat last night. Hit a bullet to the shortstop. First action for Cano in a couple of days. And he rifles this one to right field, but right at Castellanos. And Nola has a 1-2-3 second inning. Braves lead it 1-0. Represent your alma mater this season at Truist Park with the College Nights ticket packages. You'll get a Braves co-branded stadium seat and a Braves game ticket. Upcoming College Nights include Kennesaw State on August 16th, Tennessee on August 18th, and the Clemson Tigers August 21st. Get your tickets today at Braves.com/College Nights. Spencer Strider starts his second inning. And Derek Hall, the Phillies designated hitter. 5 homers for Hall, who made his big league debut against the Braves on June 29th and batted cleanup in his first major league game. And he's batting cleanup again tonight.
How about that? You come up, hey kid, you're hitting for Bryce Harper. Get in the cleanup spot.
The 0-2 pitch. That ricocheted off Travis d'Arnaud. Foul, still 0-2.
I just love what Strider's doing right now. He's throwing a lot of strikes. He's not wasting pitches until someone shows that he can hit him.
Up and away.
Wow.
Close call. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Great location. Talking about throwing those competitive pitches just outside the strike zone. That was it.
Lifted toward left. Rosario broke back, but has plenty of time to recover, and it's 4 up, 4 down for Spencer Strider. Hall skies to left. 1 away.
That's the efficiency we like to see from Spencer right there.
That's right.
Attack mode. I think he got away from that a little bit the last 2 starts. Nice to see him coming back attacking with that fastball. It's such an effective pitch for him, especially located.
I mean, so far he's getting ahead of every hitter that came to the plate. So if he can stay that way, we can say, hey, he's a genius.
4 outs on 16 pitches. You'll take that kind of ratio the rest of the way as Nick Castellanos bats. It's been a struggle for Castellanos in a Phillies uniform. He has but 8 home runs and is hitting .248. In the air toward right center. On comes Ronald, and he makes a galloping catch. 2 soft outs for Bryson Stott, last night's hitting hero for the Phillies.
You can see what their plan is too. I think they're trying to get to Spencer, try to get on that fastball early.
Yeah.
Can't blame them, obviously.
No, if you're over in that dugout watching, he's getting ahead of every hitter. So if I'm the hitting coach, I'm saying go up there and be aggressive.
18 pitches for Spencer, 14 strikes.
But it's another thing, you know what's coming. You still got to hit it.
Big night for Stott last night. 5 RBIs, including the go-ahead home run in the 8th inning. And he takes an inner half fastball, strike 1. 7 homers for Stott. 5 of those homers have come in 2-strike counts. And that's what he has quickly here in the Phillies' second.
Even his misses are just missing. We always talk about that competitive miss versus non-competitive miss.
Change up, Peter.
First change up of the night. Yep. He'll want to dial that back in. As Travis often calls back-to-back pitches, especially when he throws one like that. He may throw it again here just to try and get that dialed in as quick as he possibly can. And as a hitter, you're not thinking he's going to back it up after you throw such a bad one.
Fouled away by Bryson Stott, who's batting .196 on the season for the Phillies.
But he was the hero last night in a big 3-run homer off of A.J. Minter in the bottom of the 8th inning.
But it's a new day today, and the Braves enjoy an early lead. And that's up and away. Just missed. Full count. Stott has been a good on-base man despite his low batting average. 11 walks in his last 88 plate appearances. And the full count offering is golf towards short. Dansby dives. Great play. Throw, stretch, and they got him. What a play. Atlanta's defense has been awesome all year. Great stab by Swanson for a 1-2-3 Phillies second. Just 1 error in his last 38 games. Positioned perfectly and makes a great stab for our T-Mobile coverage cam here in the 3rd inning.
Just amazing defensively how quick he gets up after making this dive and then throwing a bullet over to Matt Olson. Great job by Matt Olson. Good footwork here, stretching out, making a play, keeping his foot on the bag. Oh, everything worked out perfect. Look at Stott,
who has set down 6 in a row to start the game. Now we'll see if Michael Harris can jumpstart a Braves rally here in the 3rd inning. Harris had a hit last night. And fellas, Michael brings another hitting streak into play tonight. He's hit successfully in 6 consecutive games. One thing that will help Michael is this is not the first time he has faced Aaron Nola, Brian, so there is a book, if you will, something he's seen live with the Phillies right-hand ace.
Good swing right there. Yeah, that's the good thing about Michael Harris. I mean, watching him make adjustments, seeing these great pitchers for the first time, and still being able to his 3rd at bat come through with a big hit. It's just amazing.
That got a piece of Real Muto on the way by, and Harris 0-2. Let's flash back. June 30th.
Wow, that ball's up in the zone. He was able to get to that ball, Peter, and I mean, he crushed that ball straight away center field. It's a good memory.
Into the shrubbery in center, the pitch. Another shot deep right field. Castellanos back as far as he can go.
The same pitch.
It's another homer for Harris. His 9th of the year, and the Braves add on. He's slashing away. 7-game hit streak. 2-0 Braves.
On an 0-2 pitch.
Up in the zone once again. I think Nola did not learn his lesson after that last home run he gave up to Michael Harris. The kid is quick hands.
It was the same location of the pitch. He missed it up over again. Look at that, 6 inches, Beach. And it's the difference between shrubbery and not.
Wow, he stayed back so good on that fastball.
So as we told you before, if you're going to get Aaron Nola, it might be on his home mound. That's the 10th home run he's given up of the 14 this season in total at Citizens Bank Park. And it extends Spencer Strider's lead. Here's Ronald. Didn't get that. It's an even count.
I had a whole thing planned to talk about how speed's going to get us some more runs this inning when Michael Harris hits a single, but I'll just save that for later in the game, I guess.
Braves have hit a home run. When they do that, they're 52-23 this year on the season. And for Michael Harris, 9 homers, 7 of them have come this year with 2 strikes.
I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Clutch.
Well, he fits right in with the rest of this offense. That is the first home run on an 0-2 count Aaron Nola has allowed all year, we're told. And it costs him a second run. It's a 2-0 Braves lead with the top of the order coming up. Second time through the order.
I'd like to see Acuna get off the snide and hit another home run. His last home run was July 8th off of Fetty.
Ronald bounced out his first time. He's behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High hopper hit to the left side. Didi Gregorius has it, throws on the run, close play, and they got him by a quarter step. That's knowing who the batter runner is. Gregorius wasted no time and threw a strike for out number 1.
Gregorius has always been a good shortstop, attacking this ball right away, knowing Acuna's speed. Good hustle out of the box by Acuna.
Dansby Swanson singled and scored ahead of Riley's double. You surprised they still play him as such a dead pull hitter?
I am, especially with what he's done for them for most of this year. Unless that tells me what they're going to do trying pitching him wise.
So how are they going to try to attack Dansby?
It looked like they tried to throw that first pitch away, but he missed location. That would be the opposite way that I would attack him if I'm trying to get him to pull the ball to the left side. But scouting reports and analytics are a lot smarter than I am.
Well, Dansby did a good job of staying back on the curveball his first at bat, driving it out the left field for a single.
Michael Harris homer and Austin Riley double. That's the Braves offense to this point. And that's taken low. Ball 2. Follow all the other Major League action on the bottom of your screen. Our Bally Bar will keep you updated on the Mets and the Yankees. That's right. The Subway Series is ongoing tonight. Mets are hosting the Yankees. Braves are 2 behind New York. The National League Eastern race as Swanson now a 2-2 count. Pulled it to the left side. Bohm scoops it up, settles, fires, close play. They got Dansby. That was well done by Alec Bohm, who's had his share of defensive troubles this year. Not that time, and that's out number 2.
Almost thought they were going to collide right here. This ball was hit right in between both of them. D.D., but Alec jumps in front, makes a good throw.
Infield 101, you're taught as a third baseman, if you can get to a ball, try and get to it, because it's a shorter throw.
So 3 ground ball outs make it 4 ground ball outs for Aaron Nola in the game. 2 strikeouts to this point. He trails 2-0. And Matt Olson, the hitter. Didn't get it. Strike 1.
Look like Nola's starting to throw that sinker more, especially in the righties.
The Phillies have a shift on for the Braves first baseman. And he takes one right down Broad Street. 0-2.
Good 4-seam fastball. Good movement. This is where you don't want to be against Nola. 0-2.
On the ground into the shift. And the throw to first is on the money. 3 ground ball outs after Michael Harris led off with his 9th home run of the year. The Braves extend the lead.
It is 2-0 Braves. Spencer Strider cruising right along so far, and I had a chance to talk to his battery mate Travis d'Arnaud this afternoon, who said he's got an elite fastball. Everybody knows it, and the more and more he's pitched, the better feel he has for it and better command at 99 or 100, which is really crazy. It has to look like a ping pong ball, he says, coming when you're trying to hit. He goes, I know catching it isn't easy, so try being 3 feet closer. It has to be tough, but guys, he goes, it's pretty funny to him when he watches Strider pitch how he tucks in that shirt in front after every pitch, kind of like it's just routine and it's time to go back to work. But I thought you gentlemen would really appreciate this. We know how the Strider stash is all the rage in Braves country. Travis was going to show up this afternoon having shaved, just leaving the stash to see what Strider's reaction would be, but apparently he bailed. We can zoom in. He did not do this. Even though his wife, Brittany, I guess, was a total team player as long as it was gone before he got home.
That's usually the instructions when everybody grows a mustache. You used to have to grow a mustache in the minor leagues, remember, because if you wanted facial hair, you couldn't have a beard. So you grew a mustache, and now it's come back as fashion.
Yeah, I had a mustache too in the minor leagues. Yeah. Not as thick as Strider's, but...
Can I be honest?
Yes,
I used to grow a mustache to poke fun at that rule, just because of how silly I felt that rule was.
Really?
Yes.
Until you got to the big leagues and they said no facial hair.
Where?
Well, that happened to me when I got up to the big leagues. Yeah, no facial hair.
Line and just out of reach of Cano. And Alec Bohm is red hot for the Phillies. That gives him an 11-game hitting streak. And a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Alec is seeing the ball really well. Had 3 hits the other day swinging at that first pitch. Here, late in the count, got his hands in, went the other way, right up the middle. That's impressive there.
That's really impressive considering the location of that pitch. That's normally where he gets his swings and misses a lot of the time. That was 99, a couple of miles an hour up from what he's been at most of the game. Bohm did a great job getting barrel on that.
And a rare 2-strike hit allowed by Spencer Strider. Now Didi Gregorius is up. Gregorius hitting .225. And that almost unbuttoned his shirt. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, this will be interesting how Strider reacts at his first base runner here. Pitching from the stretch.
He leads 2-0. Bottom part of the Phillies order coming up. And that's headed skyward off to our left. It's an even count. Gregorius has missed a lot of time. About a month or so, he was on the injured list with a knee sprain. It's thought the Phillies will be maybe looking for a shortstop upgrade at the trading deadline if they can find one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late at 97.
Do you think this trade deadline is going to have a lot of action? I feel like the build-up makes it feel like we're supposed to have a ton of action.
Well, with the new playoff system, I think you will see a lot of action. I mean, teams have chances this year, so.
But does that cause a team to maybe hold on to something, a piece that they might have given up otherwise?
Rolling the dice. That's all you're doing. Rolling the dice.
Well, if you look at it, in the National League, you have 6 teams within 5.5 games of a wild card spot. In the American League, you have 7 teams within 3.5 games of a wild card spot. So to answer your question, that leads me to believe that, yeah, some of these teams are going to try to tweak their rosters, which will make for a very exciting 6 p.m. deadline on August the 2nd. Remember, this year with the new playoff rules, 12 teams will make the postseason. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gregorius didn't get that, and Spencer Strider has his 3rd strikeout.
The elevated fastball that he relies on so much, it's just so hard to get on top of that or even foul it off. As you see, he did make some contact, but just not enough to put it in play.
That's such a good pitch, you know.
It looks so good to a hitter.
Yeah, I mean, the top of the zone.
Eyes light up.
You know, you got to be swinging because it could be a strike, could be a ball. Too close with 2 strikes. But it's tough to catch up with that 97.
Matt Vierling led off against a left-hander, Max Fried, last night. Tonight, he's batting 9th against right-handed Spencer Strider. Vierling had a hit, scored a run.
Also made
the 3rd inning.
Also made a good catch for William Contreras. Line drive to center field.
Pop fly off to our right. It's quickly 0-2. Braves are 58-40. They are 6 games over 500 on the road. We have one more game here tomorrow. After an off day at home Thursday, we'll welcome the Arizona Diamondbacks to town this weekend. Strike 3 paints the outside corner. That was absolute marksmanship from Spencer Strider. Back-to-back strikeouts, 4 in the game.
Well, it's hard enough when he's missing spots, but when he's doing this, you may as well just take the bat back to the rack.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this ball run back across the outside corner.
Mentioned earlier, it's been 9 days since Spencer Strider pitched. I would imagine, obviously, the physical rest has done him some good, but he looks so much more comfortable. Peter, I would imagine the mental rest helped him too.
The interviews that he's given after the games, he looked like he's a bit mentally drained and trying to figure some things out. A lot of the times he talks about how he felt coming into the game. I do think that the extended period, and I don't know what he did, I haven't asked him, but I would imagine that he maybe threw a couple of bullpens in between to try and dial things back. Not at 100%, just get some blood flow in the arm. Reload, as I said, for the second half. But he looks very, very strong tonight after those 8 days.
Up and away for Kyle Schwarber, who popped out on the first pitch of the game.
And it also looks like he's dialing it back just a little bit with the fastball to get ahead, and then when he's got 2 strikes, he's ramping it back up again.
That's what a lot of the great ones used to do, right? Sit 2 or 3 miles an hour below your peak, and when you need it, you've got it. Like that. Nice and easy 97, and Schwarber could not pull the trigger.
I made a mistake earlier. I said that he threw a changeup, but it was actually a slider. But he hasn't thrown a changeup at all tonight. This might be a perfect opportunity to see the first one.
1-2 count. Bohm a short lead. The pitch in the dirt. Nice stop. It's an even count.
That was another slider straight down. I'm like you. I would have thought he try that changeup in that spot.
Rhys Hoskins is on deck. Kyle Schwarber is right on top of the plate. Tried to ambush that pitch, was just a little early. And it's 2-2. That was a great catch.
Great assist. Well done. That's smart too. Let one person take the brunt of the force and you get the rebound. Brilliant.
Robinson Cano is in the rover's spot in shallow right, as Schwarber digs back in with a 2-2 pitch. Spencer's had to work a little harder here in the third inning. He's about to make his 18th pitch. Schwarber, the fourth batter he's faced.
And Schwarber's timing up his fastball. It is the right time right now for that changeup away.
There was a swing and a miss pitch. Strider strikes out the side in the third inning. Bohm left stranded. Braves enjoy a 2-0 lead. Spencer Strider is rolling. He gets Gregorius. He gets Vierling looking. And Kyle Schwarber, see you later. We welcome you back to Philadelphia, where world champion Braves baseball is presented by Truist. The Braves off to a great start tonight, leading Aaron Nola 2-0. Spencer Strider, with 3 shutout innings, has struck out 5 men. The middle of the order coming up for Atlanta. It starts with Austin Riley, who has an RBI double. Great note on Riley. He's having a fantastic July. He has got to be top of the list for Player of the Month in the National League. He entered action today with a .424 average and 10 homers this month. And that is rather historic. He's trying to become the second Brave in the history of the Braves franchise to have at least 10 homers and a .400 batting average in any month. Chipper Jones did it in July of 1999. That's scorched into left field and down for another hit. Austin Riley is going to have another 2-bagger. 4 hits in the series, all of them doubles. And Austin Riley is in scoring position as the Braves try to add on.
Now, as I said it before the game, he's leading the National League in extra base hits with 54. Now he's up to 56. He continues to get it done. And he's doing it against Nola, one of the top pitchers in the league. Looked like a changeup that came back in. And he's not missing anything. He is barreling up every pitch.
Riley has seen 5 pitches. He has 2 doubles. Now let's see if d'Arnaud can get him over or get him in. You know what d'Arnaud likes to do on the first pitch? He's hitting .500 when the ball's in play on the first offering. And he took one there for a strike.
That's the cutter that he only throws a couple of times a game just to steal a strike, and you saw him there. It's a setup pitch. You see spin and you think that it's the curveball, and you just cement mixes in there.
Oh, what a rip.
Boy, he missed his location big time.
And he's not as sharp as we've seen him against the Braves. Nola's gone 7 or more innings in 8 straight starts, including his last outing against the Marlins, where he went 8 1/3 shutout. The Braves took care of the shutout bid 4 batters into tonight's game with Riley's RBI hit. Now d'Arnaud behind 0-2. And didn't get that. That sunk out of sight. Big strikeout for Nola, his third in the game. No advance to the runner, and now Eddie Rosario is coming up.
That's what the best do, BJ. You saw it with Max Fried last night. Dial it up when runners get into scoring position. He made a couple of missed a spot on one pitch, but didn't miss it again on that last 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's a nasty pitch, but you got to try to grind it out and put that ball in play, shorten up any way you can. But boy, was that a good sinker in on his hands.
Rosario struck out to lead off the second for the Braves. Bohm even with the bag off the line at third. And Eddie, a big swing, didn't get that. Scorched into right center field. That's going to get down in front of Castellanos. Riley around third. Here he comes. They overshoot the cutoff man, and the Braves extend the lead. Eddie Rosario with a barrel job into right center. He drives home his 6th run, and the Braves now lead 3-zip.
Nola made another mistake getting that changeup up in the zone, and Rosario doing a great job of staying on it, driving it. But even better base running by Austin Riley. He got off the bag halfway. You had to wait and see if the right fielder dive and try to make an attempt. He didn't. He took off. I don't care what Ron Washington would have held up. He was going to score right there.
Great job from Rosario, recognizing that he's gone to his changeup to get guys out. The last 2 at bats, stayed back and drove it to right center.
Austin Riley doing everything right, guys.
So's this Braves offense. Already 5 hits in the game. They've hit a homer. They've cashed in a leadoff double from Riley, the second of 2 two-base hits for the Atlanta third baseman. And now Marcell Ozuna is up with a runner at first and only 1 man out. Rosario takes off. Real Muto's throw is terrible into center field. A stolen base and a throwing error. 8th error on Real Muto. And now the Braves sitting pretty with a huge run 90 feet away.
Guess you can add Eddie Rosario to the list of speedsters or athleticism now that we have in this lineup. It just stretches so long. We talk about Real Muto's pop time. He was really quick to get the ball to the hand, but slipped out completely. Rosario, great job recognizing the throw to center field and getting up straight away.
And I love the aggressiveness off Nolan. Don't sit there on first base. EY is sending these guys, putting pressure on Nolan.
Rosario 2 out of 2 in stolen bases. He's at third. Ozuna with some contact could bring him home. Infield is in with 1 out.
You see more and more teams early in the game bring those infielders in.
You saw that stat yesterday about what they can do if they score 4 runs. You've got to try and prevent the other team from scoring that.
Yeah.
What makes this guy's curveball so effective?
I would say spin rate. I mean, that ball's a late break and it's dropping down. You know, when he first delivers it, it looks like it's up in the zone, but before it gets to you, it just drops straight down.
If I was to try and teach, that's the kind of curveball that you try and teach everybody. It doesn't have any kind of pop out of the hand. It's not recognizable.
And Ozuna was late on the fastball, so Nola has his 2nd strikeout of the inning, his 4th of the game. The infield can back up for Cano, who stands in now with 2 outs.
And when you back it up with that high fastball, comes out of the same slot as that curveball that you've just swung over and missed. You're trying to stay back for that curveball, and he blows 94 straight past you.
Aaron Nola is closing in on 1,300 career strikeouts. He's not yet thrown 1,200 innings, so he's been a strikeout plus per inning pitcher with the Phillies. And up and away to Cano, who lined out to right his first time up.
I remember when Nola first came up, I looked at his mechanics and I thought that's not going to be able to last in the big leagues. There's just too many moving parts. It's herky-jerky, but he just does a great job of being able to repeat it. And as you can see, the way that he located in the first inning, and he's able to throw that curveball at will.
See how carefully he pitches Cano, a seasoned hitter with over 2,600 major league hits. You've got the rookie Michael Harris on deck, but Harris has already hit a home run tonight.
And Cano loves playing here in Citizens Park. 17 home runs.
High towering fly to right. Castellanos going back to the edge of the wall and has just enough room. Cano came within 5 feet of making it 18 homers, but an Eddie Rosario single extends the Braves' lead. 3-0 Braves heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. Friends, in partnership with Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association, the Braves are proud to host the Hank Aaron Invitational Sunday, July 31st at 8 p.m. after the Braves play the Diamondbacks at Truist Park. It's an annual event hosting the top 44 elite high school baseball players for a showcase in the Braves' beautiful home. This is a free ticketed event, so come on out and join us. Reserve your seats today at braves.com/Hank. With Kelly Kroll, Peter Moylan, and Brian Jordan, Chip Carey with you from Citizens Bank. Spencer Strider goes through the Phillies lineup for a second time now. He enjoys a 3-0 lead. He'll face Rhys Hoskins, JT Realmuto, and Derek Hall, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Peter, do you fall into a trap thinking, hey, I had some success in the first time through the order, now I've got to change what I was doing the second time through?
That's a great question. The idea of pitching and being able to get through lineups multiple times is that you maybe set up a game plan and then you can change it or you can stick with it. With Spencer right now, he's going with two pitches, and I feel like the fact that we haven't seen a changeup means that the game plan is to go with the 2 pitches, as opposed to having that third one ready. Maybe we'll see it a few times now that we're going through the lineup a second time. I don't think he's going to use it against right-handers, so I think that's the reason why we haven't seen it too. But I do think we will see it before the game's out.
Right, that was going to be my question to you. The best time to throw was to Schwarber.
Yeah.
But he elected to go with that curveball.
And
I like it because it's off speed, but I think that changeup could be that pitch for him.
That also tells me that maybe the scouting report is on Schwarber, that he struggles against right-handed slider like Spencer's. So you went with that instead of the changeup.
Okay.
It is a pitch that he's going to have to get if he's going to be successful for a long period of time, that's for sure.
And as you saw, Strider pushing toward 50 pitches now. Not an unreasonable pitch count, but what we see so often, and something Bobby Cox used to say all the time, doesn't matter how hard you throw, at some point hitters can get that timing. They can time that 100-mile-an-hour pitch. Let's see what he does to get Hoskins here. That one back toward us. 3 straight foul balls with 2 strikes.
And that's the other thing that you notice too, is it's not just the swings and misses or even the balls put in play, it's the foul balls. We talk about Dansby fighting off pitches in order to wait for that one that he can get to drive. These guys are able to do that second and third time through against Spencer.
On the ground, Riley, tricky hop, almost snow-coned it. Strong throw, and he got his man. 1 out. In between Hop and Riley, backed up, gave ground, but his arm is strong enough to handle that. Ground ball out, gets the 4th inning started.
We're talking every day about his offense, but we sometimes forget how solid he is at third base too.
Pete, I'm from that school where if it's working, don't change.
Yeah.
And threw the lineup the first time, strike 1, strike 2, and now the second time around he falls behind 2-0. What do you have to do to get him back on track and let him know that Go back to what's successful, what's working.
You can see so far that he's gone with first pitch breaking balls against the first two hitters of this inning. So that's the thing that he's got to work on, the ability to throw the two different ones, the one that he can bounce. It could have been a purpose pitch too. You might be throwing that slider in the dirt because you think Realmuto might be ambushing this particular at bat, so you want to get him to swing at something in the dirt. He didn't swing, then you go 99 right past them.
At the plate, but was a touch low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Realmuto struck out to end the Phillies' first inning. He and Alec Boehm are the hottest Philadelphia hitters. Bryson Stott on that list too. Popped him up. Realmuto jammed himself. High sky, and Dansby has a beat on that. 2 outs.
Wow, good fastball in. I'm surprised he even tried to swing at that. That's a tough pitch to try to catch up with.
So here's Hall. Hall had 4 home runs in his first 8 games. In fact, his first 3 major league hits were home runs. Quite a start for the affable young Phillies designated hitter. That's fouled away. It's a strike.
You know, people in the organization love this guy. He has a great attitude, always smiling.
You see right there why Spencer might have been trying to throw first pitch breaking balls. They were all trying to look for that first pitch heater and get on top of it second time through.
In a game where so many pitchers are able to throw 94, 95, 99 miles an hour, there's something different about Spencer Strider's 98 and 99. He has struck out 5 men tonight. He's retired the last 5 Phillies hitters in order, and he enjoys a 3-0 lead.
There's something about a tall guy throwing 99 versus the little squatty guys. His ball explodes. Well, Randy Johnson's coming downhill, you know, pretty much every time. He's going uphill with his fastball.
So is it deceiving from that standpoint, Brian?
It is. It is. Very, like Billy Wagner was the same way. You know, short, squatty, and that arm, wow, the ball just exploded out of his hands. It was deceiving.
Pitch number 60 is skied towards center, but Michael Harris is there, and the Phillies are retired in order. 6 up, 6 down for Strider. He is rolling. So are the Braves in game 2. It's 3-0. Michael Harris II. He's our Georgia Natural Gas Impact Player of tonight's game. Harris now up to 9 home runs.
He's already hit 2 here in Citizens Park.
As we said, the Braves have been terrific on the road. The old saying, right? Play close to 500 or better on the road, dominate at home. Braves are playing winning baseball at Truist Park and away. As Harris didn't get that, strike 1. Got a home-and-home series with the Phillies after this one wraps up. We'll start the month of August with a brief 2-game set with the Titans in Atlanta. Then the schedule gets really fun for the Braves. I'll explain after the 1-1 pitch. The Braves have a 5-game series in New York, a 2-game series at Boston, a 4-game set against the Marlins, then a huge homestand, 4 with the Mets and 3 with the Astros. How's that for the first 3 weeks of August?
That's a good test for the Braves, that's for sure.
That's going to be a lot of fun. We've had fun tonight, leading 3-0. Harris chased one off the plate, strikes out. That's 5 for Nola. And that's how the 5th inning starts tonight. One away.
You saw the adjustments of Nola after giving up that home run to Michael Harris, the second on a fastball up in the zone. He threw him all off-speed pitches that at bat.
So here's Ronald. He is 0 for 2. 2 ground ball outs for Ronald, who has a 3-game hitting streak on the line in tonight's game. As we said during batting practice, he put on one of his most impressive displays all year. When I tell you he was hitting balls into the upper deck and left, over the batter's eye in center, into the second deck the opposite way, it was a sight to see. And after that close shave, let's see if he's able to exact a hitter's revenge here. Generous call. Nola got it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nola has great command, getting them off the plate there with that first pitch. Then he just paints the outside corner.
Oh, that's 2 that weren't strikes.
He's been pretty good tonight too. It's hard enough to hit in this game, and then he just got 3 or 4 inches off the outside part of the plate.
And Ronald swung through that, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Nola. 2 away in the Atlanta 5th inning.
Well, guys, I think we're at that point now. When you look at Acuna, just not looking comfortable. And I know a lot of times, you know, when I was struggling a little bit, Bobby Cox would always say, hey, I'm going to move you back in the lineup. Take some pressure off of you till you get back to being who you are. And right now, I'm almost saying, guys, the way Dansby swinging, move him up the leadoff, move Ronald back in RBI situations. Wow.
That ball shot off the wall in left by Swanson. Big turnaround first, slides into second. He has a 2-out double and a 2-hit game. Something about 2 strike, 2-out opportunities for the Braves shortstop, who has 21 doubles on the year now, Brian.
Couldn't even finish my comment with Dansby lining this ball. Good pitch. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Ronald Acuna has to start doing, because he's tying himself up on the inside pitch. You see Dansby open up that front side, and he's able to drive that pitch. So hopefully, you know, very soon we can get Acuna comfortable. He's just not looking comfortable right now.
We've seen it work with Riley when Riley was struggling a little bit. Even with Dansby, when Dansby was struggling a little bit, he got moved down the lineup. Olsen was down the lineup a little bit earlier in the season to get himself back. It's certainly not a demotion. It's a chance for him to go down and relax, take, as you said, take the pressure off.
And get into RBI situations, men on.
Yeah, get rewarded for a sac fly every now and then.
And Bender's in the dirt for Braves first baseman Matt Olson, who is 0 for 2 in the game. Matt has popped out and has grounded out into the shift. The Braves tonight are hopeful of evening this series and keeping a very impressive streak alive. They are the only team without a 3-game losing streak in the major leagues. They dropped their last 2, and for Brian Snitker, a win tonight would be career win number 500. The Braves are off to a good start. Strider throwing a 1-hit shutout through 4. The Braves lead 3-0 if you're just joining us. Swing and a high fly ball right center field. Castellanos on his horse. That ball is long gone. Matt Olson with a 2-run homer. And the Braves have busted this game open. It is 5-0. Olson's 7th July home run.
And that's Olson's 6th home run here at Citizens Park.
3 more 2-out RBIs for the Braves tonight.
Wow, looked like a sinker up in the zone a little bit. Matt Olson stayed on that pitch.
It almost looked like an in-between pitch. It wasn't a sinker. It didn't have the velo of a sinker, and it wasn't quite the velocity of his changeup. It might have been something that maybe he wasn't quite able to get the spin or the extension on his changeup and let it go to. It was very straight.
So again, the home mound for Aaron Nola has been very unfriendly for the Phillies star. The Braves have hit 2 more homers tonight. They now have 153 of them on the season, second only to the Yankees.
And how about that, guys? 2 outs once again. 2-out damage.
Austin Riley. You can see how carefully Nola wants to pitch him. You can understand that. Riley has 4 hits in this series, all of them doubles, and he's already extended his hitting streak to 18 straight with a 2-for-2 night.
How about tonight? 2, 3, 4 hitters of Atlanta, 5 for 8, home run, 3 doubles. Getting it done, guys. Two-0 count there. Dead red. Looking fastball, good curveball.
But that shows you how effective that curveball can be when you're looking for a fastball, and he throws obviously a curveball that missed by a long way, but it looked exactly the same the minute left Nola's hand as his fastball.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Well, what a beautiful sunset we have in Philadelphia, just past 8:30 Eastern Time. Oranges, purples. Kind of a Clemson University sunset here in Philadelphia tonight. We'll see our friends from Clemson for college nights, as we mentioned a little earlier this evening. The pitch is bounced foul. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Is that the difference between someone who's looking to go dead red and ambush and someone that's looking to stay in the at-bat there? That swing,
yes.
Obviously.
Yep.
It's been so impressive at bat this year too.
Austin looks so good right now. Relaxed. He's so slow at the plate. You're at your best when you slow the game down. And it seems like right now the game is standing still for Austin Riley.
And Olson with his 19th home run. And now Riley scorches that one toward the Braves dugout. Hey, what a grab. Arcia catches everything.
I have a feeling that's a different ball.
It is.
He might have been playing a little trick on everybody.
He sure did.
All right, take it. Yeah, well done.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Little sleight of hand from Orlando Arcia. As Nola rethinks this 3-2 count. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Braves. Spencer Strider has a comfortable lead. And here's the pitch. Riley takes ball 4. He's on base for a 3rd time tonight.
Great at bat by Austin Riley there. That's respect. That is some respect.
And that is a real rarity. To your point, Brian, about respect, Aaron Nola hardly walks anyone. He walked Austin Riley. So the first free pass earned by the Braves offense. Now Travis d'Arnaud's the hitter. d'Arnaud is 0 for 2. Mentioned the 2 homers that Travis has hit against Aaron. But overall, he's 3 for 25 at the plate against the Phillies ace. This is a tough matchup. And there's always 1 or 2 of those guys, right, Brian?
It is. It is. I've seen d'Arnaud just spread out and just trying to hit the ball the other way. Early on when he struggled a little bit, he started doing that just to get his swing back. And it worked perfectly.
No balls, 1 strike. He hit that ball before it hit him. 0-2. Nice long rest for Spencer Strider. He comes out of the 5th inning. He'll have the 5, 6, 7 hitters for Philadelphia. The Braves have come out swinging hot bats after one got away in Game 1 here last night.
Definitely see Nola's not as sharp as he was in the early innings. He's laboring a little bit now.
Up to 81 pitches.
Last start, as we said, 8 1/3 innings. It was on the 17th in Miami. Fly ball center, and Veerling to his left will make the catch. Matt Olson has hit a long home run, a big 2-out 2-run homer, as the Braves just keep adding on. They've scored in every inning but one so far tonight against Aaron Nola, and the Braves in Game 2 enjoy a 5-0 lead. Spencer Strider enjoys a 5-0 lead. He's allowed just 1 hit to the Phillies through 4 scoreless innings. Braves have hit 2 home runs, and Brian Jordan is hoping to hit more than that. The big home run derby coming up during Alumni Weekend. Team Jordan, Team Vancour. The home run derby during Alumni Weekend will come your way at Truist Park when the Braves host the Arizona Diamondbacks. BJ, you've got your team set. You've given the pep talk. Got the guys in the weight room.
Oh, definitely. I already talked to Steve Avery. He's pumping some iron right now. He's going to be my big bopper. Estrada, he's doing some sit-ups right now.
Oh, yeah.
Getting in shape, ready to go.
Johnny's definitely doing sit-ups right now, that's for sure.
So that'll be a lot of fun this coming weekend.
You picked a pitcher. I'm so proud of you, BJ.
You know, you guys play golf and softball. You're really good at it.
I've seen.
Brian, you just did something very hard to do. You locked him up. As Nick Castellanos swings and misses, he's 0 for 1. Popped out his first time up.
Avery is an athlete. He's a specimen on the golf course, swinging any kind of bat. Best slider of the night from Spencer there. Down in the zone, great depth. I'm sure Nick Castellanos is fired up about it, seeing the best one tonight.
This one on the ground. He rolls over. Riley's got it. Long throw and the stretch out in time. 7 up, 7 down for Strider.
That's another good slider away. That's all Nick could do is reach out there, and he tried to pull it. Good pitch. Good first out.
Bryson Stott will be the hitter. The best defensive play of the game came off of his bat when Dansby Swanson made a spectacular diving stab and throw. That's in for a strike. Mentioned the Phillies might be looking for a shortstop. This kid may be the answer. At some point, Gene Segura is going to come back for them. Segura plays second. Stott could probably slide over to short if need be. And they have missed Segura, who's been a Braves killer. He's coming back from a broken finger.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're missing Bryce Harper, no doubt. Superstar. But Segura seems to find a way to be the glue of this team. He's a big loss for those guys.
First back-to-back changeups there. So, like I thought, they were saving that pitch for the second and third time through the lineup. Give them something different to look at.
Three balls and a strike.
Why do we fall behind this guy every time? Last night he made us pay 3-2.
He's not afraid to take a walk. Swung that time and pops it up. And Eddie is there. That's a can of corn for the 8th consecutive Phillies hitter retired. 2 outs. And Alec Bohm, the hitter, he's scorching hot. Got to solve him. He's hit safely now in 11 straight. 3rd and 4th innings, a little bit higher workload than Strider would like, but still hasn't given up a run. In fact, Bohm is the only Philly hitter to reach base in the game. This is how dominant Spencer Strider has been through 4 2/3. Serves it the other way on the first pitch. We're getting to the point with Bohm where you might break out the Bull Durham play and just say fastball. Tell him what's coming. See if that psychs him out. He's 2 for 2.
You know, that's a good pitcher right there, but Bohm is just on fire. Everything he's hitting is finding a hole somewhere. Got his hands in on a fastball. That was in on him. I love it.
So Bohm has both Phillies hits. He stands at first, and Didi Gregorius is the batter. Gregorius struck out his first time up. Braves have out-hit Philadelphia 7-2 and lead 5-0. To left. Rosario up against the fence, has enough room, and that retires the side. No problem. Strider's retired 9 of 10. He's got a shutout through 5.
Your local Ford dealer. Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. And by Truist. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
Braves 5, Phillies nothing. We're through 5. Glad you're with us tonight on Valley Sports from Citizens Bank Park. The Braves have just released an exciting new bobblehead giveaway. And the first 15,000 fans will get the Ron Washington Windmill Wash bobblehead on September 20th when the Braves take on, you guessed it, Washington. This exclusive bobblehead will mimic Wash's famous windmill move as he sends players to run home during Braves victories. Get your bobblehead now by purchasing your tickets at braves.com/promos.
When I saw that bobblehead, I went straight to the calendar to see if I was scheduled to work, but I decided to plan. I'm not working, so I'm going to come to the field anyway and line up early.
Aaron Nola back to work for the Phillies in the 6th inning. Rosario has a 1 for 2 night. And that's in for a strike.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a sellout. Everybody's going to want to wash bobblehead.
This is one great coaching staff Brian Snitker has assembled with the Braves. You've got 2 major league managers. And Walt Weiss, who skipper at the Rockies, Ron Washington, who managed the Texas Rangers. Sal Fasano, Rick Kranitz have been around a long time. Eddie Perez is around. Drew French, great job keeping the bullpen straight. This is a very tight-knit group. Kevin Seitzer, Braves hitting coach. And we're really grateful for the access they give us. They really help us do our jobs well.
I was just about to say that too. They allow us to really just hammer them every day. They never say no to a question.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, base is empty for Rosario. Nice crowd tonight in Philly. They had 25,000 here last night. Might be a few more than that as the world champs are in town again. But the Braves have spoiled the party to this point as Nola gets a swing and a miss. His 7th strikeout, and that's out number 1. How do you guys like this park? Citizens Bank.
I like it a lot, you know, especially being a hitter. The ball travels here, especially in day games.
really surprised with that answer. As a hitter, yeah. I never had any success here at all. I remember I got Shane Victorino to ground out to first base once, and I ran past him. I said, I finally got an out in this park. That's what it felt like for the longest time.
Ozuna hits. The fans are right on top of the action. Very short porches, and of course the beautiful skyline of Philadelphia downtown.
I got introduced to the fans very early on at the top of the bullpen. They gave me a nice spray my first game.
0-1 count. If memory serves, the fans who are, shall we say, very much into the performance of the home team, so much so that they moved the home bullpen from the top level to the bottom level to give them some relief. I think I've ever heard that.
I think they stayed for one homestand, and by the time they lost that homestand, they'd already moved down to the bottom level.
Right, your home fans. As this one hit towards center, Veerling will handle that, and that's the second out.
So Peter, since this wasn't your favorite stadium to pitch, what was your favorite stadium to pitch?
You're going to laugh, and most of the times I give this response, it's Shea Stadium. And for different reasons, it was not very well maintained by the time I got there in 2006. That's the nice way to put it. But just the character that the place had, and the memory of I threw my first innings in front of my dad at Shea Stadium. Really? It was the first time he got to see me pitch in the big leagues. So it was a great outing, obviously. So my memories there have been fantastic.
Robinson Cano is 0 for 2. And there's another reason, Peter, why you enjoyed pitching at Shea Stadium. Not just that your dad saw you pitch there for the first time. Like Brian Jordan, Peter is too modest to admit this, but 8 career scoreless innings against the Mets at Shea Stadium.
Wow.
Cano just missed, pops it up. And at second, drifting back and making the catch is Stott. And Aaron Nola has a 1-2-3 sixth. Spencer Strider goes back to work. Strider has been dominant. The Braves offense has been potent, and that's the story here in Game 2. Fans, enjoy the show wherever you are with the MLB app with coverage of in-game highlights, pitch-by-pitch features, select live broadcast coverage, and more. You won't miss a beat. Download the MLB app today. So the question needs to be asked, how far will Spencer Strider go in this game, guys? He's through 5 innings. He's allowed 2 hits.
I think a lot of it's going to depend on the first couple of hitters. If he labors through the first few hitters, you might see some stirring in the bullpen.
I think Snit and those guys want him to get 6. That'll be a great first start for him after being off for 9 days.
First 2 starts this month, Strider pitched exactly 6 innings. As this one tapped in front of the mound, Spencer with a sinker gets his man. That retires. Matt Veerling for out number 1. In the last 2 starts, Peter, Strider did not get through 5 innings for the Braves.
And that, coupled with the extended rest period over the All-Star break, the confidence that he may feel getting a clean inning here if he gets through the inning cleanly. If he gets through it quickly, they may send him back out. But I think the fact that he wasn't able to get through the 5th inning in the last 2 starts may change their mind and allow them to go to the bullpen earlier.
And with a 5-run lead, I think the specter for Strider is innings count. Is that something the Braves would think about in a game like this? Every inning you save here is one you might have in September?
I think the focus is on this game a lot of the time, especially for Brian Snitker. I think he's trying to win today. I don't think he's really concerned. You are obviously concerned about September when you get there, but right now you got to worry about today.
Well, today has gone great as this one rocketed towards center, and Harris has gone as far as he can, and Schwarber has scored the first Phillies run with a towering home run, his 31st of the year.
Well, we saw Schwarber fouling off a lot of those fastballs, trying to get the timing down. Well, 3rd time around, he caught up with that fastball. His 31st home run of the season. This guy is a beast.
That's what they brought him to Philadelphia to do. 31 homers, now 60 RBIs. Center cut, and he clobbered it.
That's the location of the pitch. That's especially third time through. If you miss a location like that, especially to someone like Schwarber, he's seen a lot of fastballs tonight, like you said, BJ.
But your lead is still 4 runs as Rhys Hoskins digs in. And up and in, swing and a miss.
Rhys up there to ambush him right there on that fastball.
Well, when this kid is right, he's doing what he's doing tonight. 76 pitches, now 77 of them, 54 strikes. He's around the plate, so it stands to reason. Like the Braves against Nola, the Phillies want to be aggressive against Spencer Strider.
And I love the way he's climbing the ladder to the 2, 3, 4 hitters. That's a tough pitch for them to handle. Getting a lot of swings and misses.
Two-strike pitch for Hoskins. Struck him out. He was looking for the express and got the local. 2 outs.
It's a great job by Travis there too, recognizing that he wanted to go it again. Rhys was obviously looking for the fastball. A much better job of locating that slider there. Encouraging signs for Spencer, especially through the 6th inning.
First strikeout since the 3rd inning. He struck out 5 hitters through 3, now has 6 in the game. At one point, Strider retired. 10 of 11 hitters in this game. Only 3 hits for the Phillies, one of them a Schwarber home run. A solo shot, and that's where we stand 5-1. Juris Familia has gotten up in the Phillies bullpen, so the night might be finished for Aaron Nola. Strider still throwing in the upper 90s. And Peter now 82 pitches. Might you get another inning out of him if he gets Real Muto here?
I would say that if I'm managing, my decision would be no. I'd err on the side of let's get him in and confident.
What would you do, Brian?
Me? I'm running him back out there.
Nobody has moved a muscle in the Braves bullpen. Wouldn't expect that with the bases empty and 2 outs. We'll follow Strider into the dugout and monitor between innings to see what the conversation is, as a cue shot is just foul at first. And Real Muto back to the plate with a 2-2 count.
He just looks so comfortable on the mound. I mean, the ball is coming out very smooth. He has good command on most of his pitches. That's why I say I would send him back out if he can get through Real Muto right here.
And my reason for not is because I want him to take whatever happens in this outing. It's been great to this point. If you can get Real Muto here, it's still a great outing. I want him to carry that and build from that for the next one.
How about the experience of getting an out in the 7th inning, something, Peter, he hasn't done yet? Does that factor in at all?
I think if you're going to send him out there, you want him to try and finish the inning. And if the goal isn't to get through the whole inning, I don't think you'd even send him back out there.
So we'll see how it plays out. Full count pitch. Back our way, and just below and to the left. We'll try again with a full count.
And this at bat also, you can see that they're getting better swings off his fastball.
Yeah, but it's still tough to catch up with. Man.
87 pitches for Strider. And another 3-2 is up and away. Real Muto takes ball 4. Let's see, Peter, if the Braves bullpen starts to warm up. Swanson and d'Arnaud will go talk to Strider with a big slugger coming up for the Phillies, Derek Hall. So while the Braves ponder this sequence, 1 in, 1 on, 2 outs, 5-1 Atlanta lead. Here's a quick word from our friends at Zaxby's.
Fried chicken salad under 600 calories with the dressing? You better believe it. Only at Zaxby's.
Peter, you know what else is really encouraging about this game? That's the first walk for Spencer tonight. As you look at his outings in July, he's had a walk in every single one of his games. So much better command for the young Braves righty as he wants to get Hall here, who's 0 for 2.
This is the biggest out of the game right here.
Strider has not had to pitch out of the stretch much. He did it in the 3rd inning with 3 batters. Faced 1 batter in the set position in the 5th inning. The next pitch will be his 90th of the game. And it's popped up a mile high. Olsen and Cano. Who wants it? It's going to be Matt Olson, and Spencer Strider is through 6 innings with a 5-1 lead. The Braves pitching Rookie of the Year candidate having himself quite a night against Aaron Nola and the Phillies. Thank you, Trevor. Long way to go in that game at Citi Field. Braves are 2 games behind the Mets and 7 games ahead of the Phillies, who are in 3rd place. Long discussions on the Braves dugout bench with Spencer Strider through 6 innings and with a 5-1 lead. And we were asking the question, would he come out for the 7th? Looks like, guys, that decision has been made.
There was certainly some discussions, that's for sure. I think Snit came over and asked him how he felt, and then they went back and had a little conference, and I think the decision was made to pull. But we'll see. I know McHugh started warming up, but he hasn't fired it up just yet. But I think from just looking down the dugout, he has to be done. You don't shake that many hands if you're going back out.
Well, if it is the end of the line for Strider tonight, he was absolutely brilliant. We'll talk about that when the Phillies come up in the 7th inning. First things first, it's Michael Harris versus Juris Familia, the longtime veteran who we've seen a lot with the Mets, the Oakland A's, and now with the Phillies. Familia has pitched better over the last 8 games, just 2 earned runs. And a rare off night for Aaron Nola, whose streak of 8 straight games with 7 or more innings came to an end, in part because of plays like that.
This guy's just unbelievable, man. Exit velocity 101, 374. Fastball up in the zone. Just continues to get better every game.
So a happy StatCast 3D presented by Google Cloud for Michael Harris, who's 1 homer away from double digits for the first time as a big league player. And that sinks downstairs, ball 2. Braves broke their mini drought of 2 games without a home run tonight. Harris a solo shot in the 3rd. Matt Olson a 2-run bomb in the 5th. And if you put Harris on with his blazing speed, things could get fun on the base paths.
Yeah.
But he is 11 for 11 in stolen base tries.
Just amazing what Kevin Syster has done with this young man. He comes up to the big league, his hands is up high, And Kevin just made a suggestion to him, hey, see what this feels like with your hands down. And all of a sudden he said, I feel good. I'm going to take it in the game, and he hasn't stopped hitting yet. That's hard to do. He had all spring training to, you know, try to make some changes, but to do it in season, in the big leagues, is amazing.
For Michael, tonight is his 53rd major league game. That's roughly 1/3 of a championship season. Where's the pitch? Is cut on and missed. Familia all the way back to strike him out. But if you take all of Michael's numbers, multiply them by 3, how'd you like a 27 homer, 33 stolen base guy playing center field for you? That's pretty good.
All day long.
So 1 out for Ronald Acuna Jr., who is 0 for 3. Stick around for the stretch. That's presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Ronald seen 13 pitches tonight, 11 of them strikes. Looks like Colin McHugh will be next for the Braves. He'll have the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Phillies after we stretch. Fun night tonight. Braves beat up on their longtime nemesis Aaron Nola and lead 5-1.
Acuna versus Familia, 0 for 1 with 5 walks. Familia wants no part of him.
Well, the same thing holds true for Ronald. If you put him on, you might be putting him in scoring position. Acuna has stolen 21 bases.
Wow.
In fairness to Ronald, he has had a very big strike zone at the plate.
He's getting some bad calls. Blasted back 2 fastballs outside.
A bullet yanked foul into the seats.
That's a good sign right there. If he can turn on that. Yeah, I haven't seen him do that in a while.
It looked real quick. It looked really quick and short to the ball. He'd been chopping that ball into the ground and hitting ground balls to the left side. He was able to get his hands in really, really quick there. That's the quickest swing I've seen from him in a couple of weeks.
Familia's 2-2 pitch. Swing, fly ball, hit toward left, but he just missed it off the end of the bat. And that'll be the second out. So Dansby Swanson, the final hope in the 7th inning. Dansby's 2 for 3. He scored a couple of runs. And Dansby is our Yellowwood bringing the lumber feature.
I know it was an out, guys, but I like that approach right there by Acuna. Being able to turn in. But you got the man at the plate right now that's bringing that lumber. 342. 8 home runs. He does a lot of that with 2 outs, 2 strikes. It's just been Mr. Clutch this year.
And one of your keys, if I remember correctly, Brian, was get after Nola early in the count.
Be aggressive.
Dansby, listen to your advice. His 2 hits were on the first pitch. Familia still throws very hard. 535 career appearances. He's
got 2 outs and the base is empty here in the 7th inning.
Dansby's 4 for 9 in his career. Awful familiar with the home run.
Fought that off. Man, he is on everything. I mean, even his foul balls are straight back.
Look, to get the bat on that ball right there, 97, running in on your hands. Still able to get to it.
Judging by his reaction, I think that's a pitch he felt like he could drive.
Early in the season, that's a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, you're right.
2 years ago, probably the same story. He has gone to work, and it has paid off in a big way, personally and for the Braves team. For Dansby Swanson, the pitch. Sharply hit and a well-earned base hit. A 3-hit night for the Braves shortstop.
Wow, just a terrific at bat right there by Dansby. Laying off some tough pitches. Got a pitch he can handle and drove it into left field. Look how quick he gets his hands in. I mean, that ball's running in hard, Peter.
So Matt Olson with a 2-run homer already tonight. How about another one of those? The pitch is taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. 7 homers in July for Matt Olson, who is on pace for 88 extra base hits this year. It's just amazing. He has 54 of them now.
Him and Raleigh.
Yeah, 54 is not even good enough to lead your team. As you mentioned, Brian, Riley with 2 more extras in tonight's game, and he waits on deck with 2 outs.
Now, both of these guys tied with 64 RBIs.
Big cut. But Matt has a 1-2 count.
It was almost the same pitch he hit out earlier. Wow.
So Dansby Swanson, who has as many hits as the Phillies team tonight, leads at first. Matt Olson is in the batter's box with a 1-for-3 night. The Braves enjoy a 5-1 lead. We are in the 7th. That's headed for the 4th deck. Bigger crowd tonight for game 2. 27,486 officially. Braves scored a run in the 1st, a run in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. Crowd's been quiet to this point. Just how you like it when you're on the road. Another 1-2 pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Realmuto's throw is in time. What a play by Realmuto. How he dug that out and made an accurate throw to first is amazing. We'll see if the Braves check it at second. Swanson standing atop the bag, helmet off. Looks like the Braves won't challenge the call, and that will send us to the 7th inning stretch. Trevor and Gordon Beckham are standing by in Atlanta. Here in Philly, it's 5-1 Braves. Bottom of the 7th inning, Colin McHugh will follow Spencer Strider, guys, who in a word was magnificent tonight.
He really was, yeah. He was. I really liked what I saw. He obviously went away over the last 8 days and worked on fastball location, worked on a lot of things, obviously, but he looked in control tonight, wasn't overawed, wasn't laboring, and was really efficient through 6 innings.
And that's the difference. He was efficient, getting ahead of every hitter early in the ball game, making some adjustments as the game went on. It looked really good. And I know if you're Snit, Kranich, you feel good about Strider right now.
And you feel good about Colin McHugh, who has pitched 6 consecutive scoreless appearances for the Braves. And he's got Castellanos, Stott, and Alec Bohm coming up. 2 of those hitters right-handed.
If you remember, he had a rough one against Cincinnati when he came back off the IL and gave up 3 runs. But since then, all 3 pitches that he's been throwing have been dialed in. The cutter's been great, the slider's been great, and that big slow looping curveball that he throws has been really effective against left-handed hitters too.
Question for you, Brian, after this pitch to Castellanos, which had him off stride, and he pops it up to third. Austin Riley's got it. How big an adjustment is it to face another right-hand pitcher, as the fans are all over Castellanos, who has struggled since signing here? How tough is it from at-bat to go from facing 98 and a 91-mile-an-hour slider to Colin McHugh, who doesn't throw nearly as hard?
Well, I mean, you got to make adjustments as a hitter. You know he's not going to throw 99, so you're going to see more off-speed sliders, curveballs from him. So for me, I would move up in the batter's box. Make that fastball look like 99 again, because you already timed up that pitch. But jump on that curveball up in the box. But you don't see that anymore, Pete, where guys adjust in the box.
Up high from Colin McHugh, 1 ball, 1 strike. McHugh, one of those under-the-radar signings that the Braves are so happy they made. He had a terrific year last year with Tampa Bay, a 1.55 ERA. Among pitchers with as many innings as McHugh threw, that was the 4th lowest ERA in the game. And he's shown you why over these last 6 appearances. Can't have too many guys, Peter, who are veteran pitchers who know how to pitch.
Yeah, that's right. There's been a bigger focus with the balls not carrying like they were. There's been so much more focus put on guys that can throw strikes and get guys to put ball in play.
Sharply hit, but right at Cano, and a perfect peg takes care of Stott. 2 up and 2 down for Alec Bohm.
I think there's been a real shift in the, not so much mentality of the bullpen, but the way that they come in and attack. Their pace is picked up a lot. Every single one of the guys that come in is on a good pace. They keep the defense ready. And they, as I said, they attack the strike zone. They make guys swing. They make guys make contact. And they allow the guys in the field to stay sharp and make plays.
Well, don't throw this guy a first pitch strike, because he's swinging. He is seeing the ball really well right now.
Alec Bohm is that man. He's 2 for 2. And he did swing at the first pitch, but his perfect night is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colin McHugh. He buzzsawed his way through the Phillies offense in the 7th. Coming up for the Braves in the 8th inning, Matt Olson will get things started. Matt Olson will get a fresh set of strikes. He was in the box when Dansby Swanson was thrown out, trying to steal to end the 7th inning. For every home run hit by the Braves over the next 4 years, Truist donates $755 to the Braves Foundation's Henry Louis Aaron Fund with a minimum commitment of $1 million. Here's a update on our homers for Hank Toadboard. $114,005 have been raised so far. Let's see if Matt can add to that total with a 2-homer night. He's got a tough customer, Corey Knebel, who you might recall was the closer to start the season for the Phillies. He's pitching tonight in the 8th inning with the Phillies down 5-1.
He's had a really good year for these guys. 2-pitch pitcher, predominantly 4-seam fastball with a big 12-6 curveball. See if Matty can get on top of a high fastball right here and drive it out to right field like we'd like to see.
Abel's on a nice roll. He has pitched scoreless ball in 11 straight outings.
Matt Olson has never faced Knebel.
Well, that's about to change.
That is.
Olson, Riley, and Darno for the Braves in the 8th, who are in command, leading 5-1. Need 6 outs for an historic victory for Brian Snitker. Olson with 14 multi-hit games in his last 22 played. Has a chance to make it 15. With a knock here. And that's right on by. It's 0-2.
How about that, Peter? First pitch curveball. Drops off the table. 12-6. He comes with some high heat.
Swing and a miss. Matt Olson is down on strikes. That's how the Atlanta 8th starts. One away for Austin Riley.
When you hadn't seen someone before, did you like to go out there and maybe try and take a pitch, see as much video as you could beforehand on the way up? But did you like to take a pitch all the time?
Yeah, and see a couple pitches. After you see that first curveball for a strike, you know, you're sitting there like, okay, he has a good curveball. You know he's going to come back with that because it looks like that's his out pitch.
Austin Riley bangs that foul. Another great night for the Braves third baseman. He has been cash money tonight. 2 doubles, a run scored, an RBI, and a base on balls. He's got an 18-game hit streak.
And Pete, that's just a great example of Austin was watching that at bat, saw that first curveball. He went up there swinging at it.
Isn't it funny how a player's fortunes in the major leagues can change in the span of 2 weeks? Last year, there were a lot of people around the Braves who were wondering, we need to go get a third baseman because Austin started so slowly. But all that hard work with Chipper Jones that he did last season, he had a plan. Austin stuck with the plan, and once he got hot, he never cooled off for any extended stretch. And here he is this season, putting up MVP caliber numbers. So what's the old saying in our sport? Sometimes the best changes are the ones you don't make.
Yeah, exactly. The thing I love about him is his demeanor. He never changed. He can strike out 5 times and he has the same, you know, smile on his face.
Into the shift. Right past the mound. That was whistled out to Stott for out number 2. And Travis d'Arnaud will be the hitter, but first a word from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
With our free in-store assembly and pre-assembled grills and smokers, buy online at academy.com and pick up in-store. So keep those grilling plans at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Well, let's see if Travis can get in on the fun. He doesn't have a hit at the plate. He's done a great job behind the plate, guiding Spencer Strider through 6 innings of 3-hit ball. Colin McHugh, a 1-2-3 7th. The Phillies bullpen is a lot better now than it was the last time we saw them. Their starters are going deeper in the games, taking a lot of pressure off that relief corps. And under Rob Thompson, they have pitched very economically. They've seen the second fewest hitters and have a .299 ERA. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, this is a hugely important series for both clubs, obviously, but more so for the Phillies, who are on the outside looking in the National League playoff race. Chopper hit toward third. Bohm retreats, sets, and fires quickly. And Knebel has a 1-2-3-8. 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Fightins. The Braves enjoy a 5-1 lead on a beautiful night in Game 2.
Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places. The Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Yellowwood. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
2 more homers for the Braves tonight, and red-hot fastballs from Spencer Strider, who's in line to win his 5th game here in Philadelphia tonight. Speaking of red-hot, the red-hot Chili Peppers are coming to Truist Park August 10th. The 2022 Global Stadium Tours, their first tour in 5 years, with openers including the Strokes and Thundercat. Get your tickets to enjoy career-spanning hits as well as new music from their forthcoming album. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are coming to Truist Park. Get your seats at Braves.com/RHCP. Colin McHugh ready for his 2nd inning of work. He retired the Phillies 1-2-3 in the 7th.
This is what he did a lot with the Rays last year. Almost twice the amount of innings as games. So he's used to it.
Well, he did such a terrific job in that first inning. Only 8 pitches, 3 outs.
In case Colin has any trouble, there is action in the bullpen. Looks like Will Smith has gotten up for the Braves. That might be to control Schwarber if anybody gets on. Didi pops this one a mile up into the shift. Robinson Cano says he's got it, and an easy out takes care of Gregorius, who is 0 for 3. 1 up, 1 down. Matt Vierling, the 9th place hitter, is up.
Well, Petey talking about being efficient. McHugh throwing a lot of strikes, getting some pop-ups.
3 pop-ups, 1 ground out among McHugh's 11 pitches, with which he's recorded 4 outs. And look at that ball bend.
Front door slider there. Darno deliberately set up on the inside corner, and if he's starting to do that, then the rest of the league might be in a little bit of trouble.
Another one. Strike 2.
That was something that was missing when Collins struggled early in the year with a couple of outings. It was just the spin on the cutter and the slider. They work in conjunction so well because they look the same coming out of the hand, but they're both 10 miles an hour apart.
The Braves lead by 4. Homers by Harris and Olsen. As McHugh readies with an 0-2 pitch to center fielder Matt Vierling. He goes to a knee and fouled it away. Braves right now 2 games behind the Mets. Atlanta the #1 wild card in the National League, 4 games ahead of the Padres. St. Louis the 3rd wild card. They're 6.5 games behind the Braves. The 0-2 pitch. A little bouncing ball to Cano, and a quick flip to first. That's in time. 2 outs. And so for the Philadelphia Phillies, each passing day, the urgency for them to get hot and get going is paramount. They've spent a ton of money trying to make the postseason. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Nobody on. And a 4-run lead. Let Colin McHugh roll here. That's why Will Smith was up, just in case Schwarber could make it a 1 or a 2-run game. He can't in this spot. Schwarber, the only Philly to score a long home run, his 31st of the year. And a strike.
Do you think it was planned? The home run derby? And Schwarber lost to Pujols.
You know, I was there. I think it was a miscount, but the energy in that stadium when Pujols was swinging was pretty tough to match. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little let's ride this momentum into the next round.
One ball, one strike. Juan Soto ended up winning the home run derby out in Los Angeles. Just want to congratulate you on your great catch.
Yeah,
in LA.
Man. Must appreciate it. There were certain members of our crew that doubted that I actually caught the ball, and I had to show them multiple camera angles just to prove that it did actually go in my glove.
Was that Nick Green?
It was Nick Green.
Yes.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Some things never change. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know what the amazing thing is? He lost in the home run derby, and I think his first at bat back after the All-Star break hits his 30th home run. I was like, wow. Shocker.
2 balls, 2 strikes from Colin McHugh. That's around the plate.
When Colin's going really good, this is where you'll see that big looping curveball. I don't know if you see it on 3-2, but
why not?
He got a swing and a miss. 6 up, 6 down for Colin McHugh. Man, oh man, if the Braves look good in game 2 tonight. 5-1 your score. We head to the 9th. Victory for Brian Snitker, who you see on the right-hand side of your screen. He's trying to become the 5th manager in the history of the Braves franchise to get to 500 wins. 3 of the 4 who've done that are in the Hall of Fame. George Stallings was the manager of the Miracle Braves in 1914 when this team was in Boston. But you know, Brian's not counting anything before it's in the books. His club leads 5-1 after 8, and Nick Nelson is the next Phillies pitcher. He's the 4th hurler the Braves will face tonight.
as you said, Chip, it's a much improved bullpen. You see Nick Nelson coming out in a 4-run game, 26 games so far, almost twice the amount of innings, but 0 runs in the last 32.2 innings.
Pretty impressive.
He will walk you, though. Be patient. 22 walks.
And that is, again, the most amazing stat. I pointed it out to Peter again before the game. The Phillies bullpens pitched about 200 fewer innings than their starters, and they've issued more walks. That's tough to overcome. So Eddie Rosario leads off the 9th. In this ballpark, all offensive insurance is appreciated, even with a 4-run lead. And Eddie's had a nice night tonight with an RBI single and a stolen base that came back in the 4th. Line drive into center field, a 2-hit game for Rosario. Here he comes now for the Braves, and a good start to the 9th inning.
Good approach by Eddie Rosario, getting the pitch up in the zone, fastball, which tells me, guys, his timing is almost there because he's catching up with that fastball now instead of fouling them off. That pitch running away from him, stayed on it well.
Can't imagine how frustrating the first couple of weeks and months of this season must have been for him, knowing that there was something just off, but trying anything and everything you could in the cage, on live BPs, whatever it was, to try and get yourself right, and just eventually finding the answer must have been such a relief.
As he leads from first, Marcell Ozuna's the batter. And a swing and a miss. So, Kelly, it's great to see Eddie getting in on the fun offensively for the Braves tonight. They've got 9 hits.
Certainly, and we didn't see him last night, guys, because we talked about it against a lefty versus tonight. And Snit said, you know, that's one of the things that goes through your mind right now. That it'd be easier to do that in April, having him out there, but realistically, they have to win games right now. It's not his fault, right, that he missed a lot of time, but they're trying to get him all the reps, all the ABs he can. And, BJ, I think you're right. I mean, the more we see him look good at the plate, the more we'll see him out in left field.
Yeah, I mean, because this is a guy that hits lefties well, you know, so he could be an everyday left fielder.
And so with the trading deadline, 6 p.m. on August 2nd, every pitch, every at-bat becomes critically important as Alex Anthopoulos evaluates what his team is and isn't at this point in the season. Alex is, by the way, with the team in Philadelphia, evaluating up close and personal. Now that the amateur draft has come and gone, and the Braves now turn their attention to the trading deadline. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tell you what, early in the draft, the Braves went for a lot of pitchers. The first 4 or 5 were pitchers.
Dana Brown and his staff were hard at work. As Ozuna digs in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And takes high. It's 2-2. And news came across the wire today, speaking of the amateur draft. Andrew Jones' son got hurt.
Yeah.
First AB in the minor leagues with the Diamondbacks has hurt his shoulder. Oh, man, I hope that's not serious.
Yeah, me too. We worked so hard to get to that pick and so excited to get out there. And, man.
Ozuna takes strike 3. That pitch fooled him. Marcel is out number 1 in the 9th inning. Here's Cano. Robinson is 0 for 3. Kenley Jansen's getting ready in the Braves bullpen. The lead is too big for Jansen to earn a save. And Kenley's last work, the 24th against the Angels. So perfect world, you get him an inning tonight. If you need him, get him an inning tomorrow. You have the off day, and then he's ready to go for the Diamondback series on Friday.
Robinson hit a couple of balls hard to right field, first 2 at bats. Trying to get him to find some holes. And look, although we picked up Robinson, a veteran, you know, it's a lot of pressure on this guy because he wants to make an impact before this trade deadline comes and goes.
He wants to stay on this team and contribute. He wants to win. That's the only reason why a guy who's done all he has in his career, has made the money that he's made, is making money, could be making money sitting at home right now, and has decided to come out and want to give it another chance and try and contribute and try and help some of these younger guys through as well.
And win another ring.
That's right.
2 balls and a strike. Braves 5, Phillies 1. Downstairs, ball 3. bounced foul at first.
Normally, I would say we might be running here. 3-2 count, but after JT threw out Swanson, I'm not sure.
I say try it. I want to see him go.
Three-two pitch. Runner goes. Fly ball foul.
Well, you were right, Peter. Rosario took off.
Nelson's working hard, so is Cano. Runner goes, and it's outside. Good at bat for Robbie Cano. First and second, one out. And here comes Michael Harris. This is where he has shined, Brian. His batting average, 7th inning on, has been terrific. Maybe a chance to deliver the final blow in game 2.
Especially with runners in scoring position, he has been phenomenal. Already got a home run. Solo shot in the 3rd inning, his 9th of the season. To see him hit one in the left center field gap.
First and second, one out. Braves in command in the 9th. In for a strike. Quick turnaround tomorrow. Game 3 of the series. Charlie Morton and Kyle Gibson wrap things up. First pitch at 12:35 Eastern Time. Rosario and Cano lead at second and first. The pitch.
With 2 strikes, he's been so good so far this year. You can see him slap it down the left field line right now with 2 strikes.
Swing, fly ball into the right field corner. That's going to get down off the base of the wall. It ricochets back to the infield. Harris has a double. The Braves have an insurance run. It's 6-1 in the 9th inning. Michael Harris, 2 hits, 2 more RBIs.
Just getting it done, guys. Forget about going to left field. He threw it inside. He pulled it down the right field line. Man, such a good 2-out. Runners on. It's like he locks in. He's a different hitter.
So Money Mike has been that tonight. His 10th double. He's got 30 RBIs now, and he's not a third of the way through his first big league season.
Let's not stop Ronnie Adon right here, mate.
1 in, 1 out. Infield in. Chop to the left side. Gregorius flips quickly to first, and Acuna is out on 1 pitch. 2 out. So Ronald, a tough night, 0 for 5. That'll end his 3-game hitting streak. And Dansby Swanson, who's 3 for 4, will give it a try with 2 outs. But again, this is where Dansby has flourished all year. Now with the Braves up 6-1, Kenley Jansen has taken a seat. Will Smith is playing catch again.
Are you surprised by that, Peter?
No, not in a 5-run game. We're trying to monitor Kenley too, coming back from a heart. I think The issue will be is if Will gets into trouble, then you've got to try and speed Kenley up again. But with a 5-run lead.
So Nelson's had to throw 20 pitches tonight. 2 hits and a walk. And the Braves have scored their 6th run. Braves are trying to snap a 2-game losing streak and make some history for Brian Snitker tonight. It'll be a nice celebration in the Braves clubhouse once the 27th out is secured. Can't imagine the emotions that Brian's lovely wife Ronnie's going through tonight. All those years in the minor leagues, riding buses, all the struggle, sacrifice. But now with children and grandchildren watching this game tonight with us, Braves are 3 outs away from a wonderful milestone. 2-2.
He's had such an impact on so many people in this organization right the way through. When you've been around for 44, 45 years, you run through some people. He was my AAA manager my first year over here, and we've been close friends ever since. That's the kind of relationship you've established with Brian Snitker.
He was my manager on a rehab assignment down in Richmond.
Swing and a miss. Braves tack on a run. Michael Harris with his 2nd RBI tonight. The Braves need 3 outs to even the series and make it 500 even for Brian Snitker. So the 6-1 lead, Will Smith will come on and face the 2-3-4 hitters for the Phillies, who are down to their final 3 outs. The Braves trying to even up this series at a game apiece. Smith will face Hoskins, Realmuto, and Derek Hall. Before we tell you about Will's season, let's step aside quickly for a quick word from our friends at Delta.
Delta, proud to be the official airline of the 2021 World Champion Atlanta Braves.
Will Smith will face the number 2 hitter for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins, who's had a quiet night, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Will had a good outing last time out against the Angels, a scoreless frame. Orlando Arcia has taken over for Robbie Cano at 2nd base. And Hoskins will go to work first. It is really hard to avoid a 3-game losing streak in the major leagues. It really is tough, especially at this point. We're playing game number 99 tonight, and the Braves do not have 3 straight losses this season. And they're 3 outs away from snapping this modest 2-game streak, their first back-to-back losses since mid-June. That's how dominant the Braves have been over the last 8 weeks. It started in June with the 14-game winning streak. Braves won 21 games that month, which matched a franchise record, and they have not stopped since. Braves so far in July are 14-7.
All while facing a different test almost every other week, whether it was a extended run of games in a row without an off day, whether it was a couple of teams with winning records coming in, whether it was facing Shohei Ohtani. There was always something, a test that was being put in front of this team, and they've just faced it with flying colors.
And how about the injuries to Albies? You know, you lose one of your key guys, you know, things could go downhill quick, but it didn't. Arcia stepped in, did a tremendous job, and this team just continues to find a way to get it done.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, that was close. Pretty good pitch. My favorite Braves team, other than winning the World Series last year, was the 05 Braves team, because all those kids came up and were so productive and so helpful. As that ball is shot to right field, a leadoff single. Rhys Hoskins is 1 for 4. The point of that is, let's not forget that a kid has come up to the Braves team from Double-A, like some of the baby Braves did 17 seasons ago, and the impact of Michael Harris can't be overlooked.
No question about it. I'll tell you, I still look back when he came up, and it was like it was a different team. He made a great catch in the outfield, and all of a sudden you see the pitcher's chest just go out, and the confidence go way up. And Michael just started continuing to add on offensively, defensively. And this team hasn't looked back since.
JT Realmuto, the hitter, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Action has begun in the Braves bullpen. As we said last night, you feel good about a 5-run lead, but you don't feel great about a 5-run lead in this ballpark and with this part of the Phillies lineup coming up. The 3, 4, 5 hitters are scheduled for Rob Thompson's Fighting Phillies. Golf toward left. Rosario back. Towering 2-run homer. The words barely escape my lips, and now you understand why you don't count your win until you record out number 27. 2 are in, 2 hits, nobody out, and the lead is cut in half.
Realmuto went down and got that pitch. Fastball down in the zone, and he just lifted that ball way up in the sky for a home run.
Now it's lefty-lefty with Derek Hall, who takes a strike.
I mean, down and in, and he just golfed that ball up.
It's normally a spot reserved for staying away from the down and into a left-handed hitter, but JT did a great job. Will actually hit his spot with the fastball. Could have been a little bit higher.
Yeah,
but
I thought it was a great pitch.
Yeah.
Strike 3, and Hall is retired. There is out number 1. So Castellanos, the batter, he is 0 for 3. You've got Stott, a left-hand hitter, waiting behind him. Castellanos, 3 hits in his last 20 at-bats. You have to get to Bohm, then you've got Gregorius, a switch hitter, and Vierling, a right-hand hitter. So Schmidt is staying with his man here with a 3-run lead and 1 out. Bases are empty for Nick Castellanos. And the Braves have dominated at the plate so far this year. Castellanos 6 for 37 against the Braves pitching staff. strike away from recording out number 2.
See Will trying to go up with those fastballs and he's missing down. It's obviously JT got a good swing on one, but if you're going to miss, I don't mind that miss down. Anything over middle, trouble, but anything down usually results in something foul or a ground ball.
Tied up Castellanos, and he fought it off. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
What does he need to do right here to Nick?
Nick's been struggling with off speed all day, trying to get out in front of off speed. I think if he can get a good spot on off speed, he'll pull it down to third base at Austin.
Didn't chase it. 3-2. Castellanos trying to get on. Then you've got a decision: lefty-lefty or Kenley Jansen versus the inexperienced Stott. Then Ballmer righty, Gregorius a switch hitter. That's the computing Brian Snitker is doing right now. Here's the 3-2.
I feel like Castellanos is so out of whack right now that if you can just throw a strike, he's going to eventually get himself out. Yeah. That was a fastball out of third. He just pulled off it like crazy.
Ball 4. So Will Smith faces 4 hitters. He retires one of them. And now Kenley Jansen is going to be summoned with Stott, Bowman, Gregorius lurking for the Phillies. 6-3 is your score. We battle on in the bottom of the 9th inning in Game 2. A 5-run lead for the Braves is now a 3-run lead, and Kenley Jansen is going to come on to face last night's Phillies hero Bryson Stott. Stott had a 5 RBI game yesterday. The best he could do is make it a 1-run game. The Braves lead by 3. They need 2 more outs. And as Kenley Jansen continues his warm-ups, here's a quick word from Zaxby's.
Fried chicken salad under 600 calories with the dressing? You better believe it. Only at Zaxby's.
Kenley last pitched in his first game since the All-Star break against the Angels. Gave up a run in an inning, struck out a batter. And trying to save this game for the Braves and Spencer Strider.
This is what closers live for. They come opportunity to come in and be the hero, get the save after your setup guy had a bit of trouble. You pick him up, pick the team up, give Snit his 500th win.
How about a cutter for a double play?
Sold.
And Stott is 0 for 3. He's hit the ball on the ground twice.
Just a little less spin than the one he hit yesterday.
Exactly. Castellanos with a 1-out walk has a good lead. Ball 1. Again, Stott, ordinarily a tough man to strike out. Told you he's walked a lot lately. count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't know if Tyler Matzik was unavailable tonight. Probably didn't want to pitch him in a 5-run game is my guess. I'm sure Brian will be asked about that after the game. Will Smith started the 9th. Faced 4 hitters, retired 1. The pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Their hottest hitter is Alec Bohm, and he's waiting on deck. We want to see him tomorrow, or at most with 1 man on. Good cut, but fouled straight back. And Stott is set up.
He went to that sinker early in the at-bat. Stott took it. It wasn't quite close enough to get a swing and miss. Kenley likes to go up and away with that 2-seam to get swings and misses from a left-hander.
The stretch now, and the 2-2 pitch. Just did stay alive. It hit the glove of Darno. Travis unlucky, couldn't hang on to the foul tip.
I think he's still set up for that pitch because he missed location, and it didn't have the same kind of movement that a pitch on the outside corner would normally have.
Yeah, I thought he was going to that high fastball. The way Darno was set up.
And creeps into the seats for Stott, who stays alive. Talking with Brian Snitker before the game today, he said it's never easy, but this inning is a case in point. Leading by 5. Now the lead is 3, with the tying run waiting in the on-deck circle. There is 1 out. And now the 2-2 pitch.
What a battle.
He's still trying to get it to that spot. He hasn't quite hit the spot yet. He's missed middle, he's missed down and in, and now he's missed down and away. If he can get it up and away, starting in the top of the zone and tailing away, he'll get a swing and miss.
The 2-2. Stott will see a 9th pitch. Kenley ready. Here she comes. Well, Stott's seen just about everything Kenley's got at his disposal.
You got one more thing left. You got to come with that curveball slider.
I don't think in this situation you throw that, but I think honestly he hasn't seen a good cutter yet. He's seen a couple of cutters down in the zone, but he hasn't seen that good one that really falls in on left-handers' hands.
Third choice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped him up. After a long battle, Kenley Jansen with 10 pitches gets Stott to fly out, and the Braves are an out away.
And you would have taken him deep. You were sitting on that slider right there.
I think he has to come with that slider. I mean, he's fouling off all those nasty cutters away.
Sure.
Got to change it up.
My mentality in that situation, is that I'd never want to get beaten with my third pitch, especially. Now, Kenley's is a much better third pitch than my option, but the mentality of if something was to happen and you threw your third pitch against the 8-hole guy, or the hero this tonight is the 6-hole guy, you don't want to allow him a chance to be the hero again, and you lose it on your third best pitch. Yeah. But he got away with it there. Great job.
Travis d'Arnaud is so good at reading the moment. After that 10-pitch sequence, as soon as that ball went skyward, he started jogging out to the mound to buy a little extra time for Kenley to gather his thoughts and stand atop his perch for what we hope will be the final batter of this game. Alec Bohm, 2 for 3. Castellanos takes off, and the Braves concede the base. And Bohm takes a strike. Defensive indifference has Castellanos in scoring position. His run means little in a 3-run game. It does take away a potential force play, though, as Jansen readies with an 0-1 count. On the ground through the umpire's legs, and the throw to first, and the Braves win it. Milestone win for Brian Snitker, his 500th as the manager of the Atlanta Braves, who have evened this series at a game apiece, a 6-3 final score.
Wow, give it up to Spencer Strider. Good bounce back game for him. He looked really good tonight, very efficient. Probably could have went out there for the 7th inning, but great job by him. And this offense, Michael Harris continues to get it done. Matt Olson, 2-run bomb, really set the tone for the game.
Real nice bounce back outing from Spencer, like you said, BJ. 6 innings, great pitch count, really efficient. Nice bounce back after 2 kind of rougher outings towards the end of the break. And the offense did what they did. Home runs again tonight. Olson, he's back.
So it wasn't easy, but at the end of the day, it sure was pretty. The Braves win game 2 of this series. 6-3 is your final score. The Braves snap their modest 2-game losing streak, and pending the outcome of the Mets-Yankees game, we await our fate in the divisional race. At the very worst, we'll stay 2 games back, entering action tomorrow. But as we said, guys, Brian Snitker, 40-plus years in the organization, a man who probably never dreamed of being a big league skipper. He's the 5th manager in the history of the Braves franchise to get to 500. What an accomplishment.
I cannot be happier for this man. He's been through so much, and this has got to be so rewarding. I cannot wait to hear what he's going to say. This is a special, special moment for him and Ronnie and the whole Snitker family.
Who are watching back in Atlanta. You know, Thunder and Lightning and Hank and Aaron and Ronnie, the whole Snitker family, super proud of the Braves skipper, who joins Bobby Cox, Frank Seeley, Bill McKechnie, and George Stallings as the only managers with 500 or more wins in Braves history. So Kelly, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Well, Snick, congratulations on your 500th career win.
Yeah.
I know you said you could have never dreamt of this, but now that it's a reality, how meaningful is this milestone?
It's, you know what, I forgot all about it. Quite honestly, I didn't know if somebody told me. Probably good that I started late in life. I might not have made it to anything like that, but no, it's you know, great, you know. 20 more years, maybe I'll catch Bobby. I don't know, but no, it's nice. Thanks.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to do something a little different here, but hopefully very special. At home right now, we're going to try and show our viewers a video that your family sent to us, and I'm going to try and open up my phone here and show you what the boys had to say.
Oh, God, look at him. Oh, that is so cool. Look at them little suckers. I'm going to cry.
Well, your family's been such a huge part of this journey.
They're, you know, I couldn't have done it without them. Like I say, Ronnie dragging the kids all over the Southeast and then letting me do what I love to do and what my passion is. And then those little guys make everything worthwhile. I mean, they're what keeps me going. So thanks. That's very sweet.
In 13, you said you weren't sure you were going to have this opportunity at the helm, but does that journey, now that you can say you're a world champion, you just managed the National League of the All-Star Game, and you've got your 500th win under your belt, even more gratifying?
Yeah, you know what, we checked a lot of boxes here the last few years of this thing, and wouldn't trade it for the world. I said, I think it's amazing how God has his plans for you, and probably got this at the best time of my life, and it's awesome. It's a great group of guys in there. I mean, it is that, and yeah, it's pretty special. Thanks.
The very last thing I got for you. I want to know what you'll remember most about this one, and maybe how you memorialize it, whether it's the lineup card or what.
Yeah, I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. Well, I remember that, you know what, it's a gut-wrenching major league win. These things are hard to come by, and they're all tough, but I'll remember this and who start, a lot about it. So thanks.
We're so thrilled for you. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Glad we got to share it with you.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
Thanks, Kelly. Sorry, Tom Hanks, you're wrong. There is crying in baseball. And I'm sure the Snitker family is weeping with joy. You saw Brian tear up as his grandkids, Luke and Jude and Hank, with a celebratory message after he wins game number 500 tonight. What a night. Now a chance to win the series as Snit and company go for win number 501 tomorrow. Charlie Morton is on the mound for the Braves. Kyle Gibson will pitch for the Phillies. 12:35 first pitch. Pre-game coverage at 12 o'clock on Valley Sports South. Great night, Braves country. 6-3 is your final score. Atlanta takes care of Aaron Nola to even the series. For Kelly Kroll, for Brian Jordan, Peter Moylan, and our great Valley Sports crew, Chip Carey from Philadelphia bidding you good night. Braves Live, presented by Xfinity, is next.